My name's Todd Davey and I'm the editor of bets.com.au. I'm joined today by our racing experts Justin Darcy and Alex Marsh to dispel some of the horse racing myths associated with the sport. I'll start off with you, Justin. Tell us why the whip isn't as cruel as it sounds.
So the first thing about this whole myth is the use of the word whip. So jockeys no longer use whips. They use crops and persuaders. They're made of a soft padding, which is used to encourage the horse to lengthen stride and to control the horse rather than force it to run, I guess would be the words used. They're basically just really soft. They don't hurt the horse at all, and that's been scientifically proven and tested. This was mentioned by Craig Williams on RSN radio about 6 months ago, and he spoke about that with Michael Falgate and just discussed the use of the whip and the fact that it does not hurt the horses, and it's been proven that that is the case.
We're now using a persuader or a crop now, which has been scientifically proven and tested that doesn't inflict harm or pain to the thoroughbred. And if you actually get a crop now and have a look at it, then if we hit ourselves, then of course we think it inflicts pain on us. But remembering that the thoroughbred is not built or designed like we are, they've got hide, but they've been scientifically proven and tested, so it doesn't inflict pain on the horses.
Race day optics aside, Alex, you can tell us that the whip is actually an important learning tool.
Well, absolutely. Well, Justin's hit the nail on the head. It's people have got this idea it's some sort of old stock whip or some sort of evil tool. It's a padded whip, pretty self-explanatory. There's obviously whip rules around to try to appease those. That obviously needs some work, but it's an important training and educational tool that, as I said, you don't just see them on the racetrack. It's quite important for horse training purposes.
Sticking with you, Alex, and one of the biggest talking points of the Melbourne Cup was the 7:30 report on wastage in the horse racing industry. One of the biggest myths is that any horse that's not fast enough gets sent straight to the abattoirs. That's not the case, is it?
No, it's not. It's not all the case. Obviously, they, it was their job to make that story as worse as it possibly could, and they certainly succeeded. That said, we can't be content with that. We need to do a lot more for horse welfare, and obviously there's new funds. There's a percentage of prize money going to the Equine Welfare Fund. They can still do a lot more. A lot of it comes down to a breeding issue. I think the biggest studs certainly need to be penalised. I'm not saying that they're the reason for the issue, but they're certainly a major part. As I said, of every colt they want to promote and breeding numbers continue to rise, well, they're obviously attributing to it. So I think any big stud, all of the big studs in Australia should be penalised.
Rehoming of horses that aren't up to racing anymore or were never suited to it in the first place is a big issue. And Justin, you can tell us about the off-the-track program for geldings like Chautauqua that might not have any breeding capabilities, but still have a lot to offer the horse racing enthusiasts.
Exactly right. So Chautauqua, for example, decided that he didn't want to race anymore, so he stood in the barriers and refused to run. So therefore, Tommy Berry and the Hawks stable couldn't race him. So he was then rehomed to the off-the-track program, where he's then part of the equestrian team and is living an absolutely amazing life. And I know that Ali Mosley and the team there do go and visit the horse and make sure that he is under the best of care.
The last myth we want to dispel is that horses don't enjoy racing. Justin, tell us why this accusation isn't backed up by facts.
Horses weigh on average between 480 to 520 kilos. Now, if a horse doesn't want to race, it won't. They're a very powerful beast, and as much power as Craig Williams and Damien Oliver and Hugh Bowman look like they have over the horse, it's a matter of if the horse doesn't want to race, it won't. As Chautauqua did, he stood in the stalls. Tommy Berry couldn't push him out, and therefore the Hawks team retired him because he didn't want to race anymore. It's just a matter of you can't make them do what they don't want to do. Simple as that.
Anything additional you want to add, Alex?
Yeah, he's 100% correct. And look, anyone sort of doubting that, you just need to do any research into the thoroughbred. It's what they're bred to do. That they're not bred to be a house pet, or they're designed to race. It's a racing horse. It's what they're bred to do. So anyone with this romantic idea that they'd be more comfortable in the wild and and free, it's just it's complete. It's just moronic. Like they're bred to race. It's their purpose.
Thanks for your time, Justin and Alex. After watching this video, you should have a better understanding of the whip, wastage in the industry, and the love that horses have for running. My name's Todd Davey, and thank you for watching.